Hi everyone, you're welcome to Now Creative World. I'm Afrojuku Naomi, and today we'll be making a molded fascinator. This is the mold we are going to use. You can use any size of mold, but I'll be using this. And we'll also be needing a mat or a cinnamon. This is a mat we are going to use for this molded fascinator. Can you see? You can also use cinnamon to mold. Then we'll also be needing our crinoline for embellishment, but I'll not be using feathers, I'll be using crinoline. We'll be needing a fascinator wire, we'll be needing Alice band, we'll be needing fishing line, your B7000 or wool gum. We'll also be needing a Vaseline or petroleum jelly. You can use olive oil for this if you don't want to use Vaseline. You also be needing water. This is water. I just poured it into a spraying can for it so that it will be easy for me to use. You'll be needing your thumb pins. You'll also be needing your thumb tacks. You'll be needing your scissors. You'll also be needing your gum and your glue gum. Then you'll also be needing a brush. This is a painter brush. You'll be needing a painter brush. Then you'll be needing your needle and thread, your Alice band, then your paper tape. Then this is the stiffener we are going to use. Can you see it now? This is stiffener we are going to use to mold this fascinator. Then you also need a small plate to pour the stiffener and mix. You can mix it with water. So now let's get started. So to start with, I'll take my mold. Can you see it? I'll take my mold. I want to measure this mold before I start, so I'll know the length of the mat or cinnamon I'll be working with. Can you see? I started from the middle. So can you see now? The back side. This is about 20 inches, but I think I'll be needing 18 inches. Can you see? So what I'll do now is I'll open my mat. This is 1 yard of mat that I have here. So I'll open the mat and I will try to measure 18 by 18 inches. So if I go this way, I'll just measure 18 by 18 inches in 2 places. So this is my 18 by 18 inches in 2 places. So I will set that aside now. Can you see? I'll set that aside, then I'll come back to the mold. I'll be using a liner bag to wrap this mold. Can you see? I'll just put it inside, then I'll tie at the back. The reason why we are doing this is because after molding, the stiffener is strong. We don't want in a situation whereby we are trying to pull the mat out. It's very easy for us to pull out, but if we don't do this, it will be very difficult for us to pull out. Can you see this now? So this is it. So can you see? So at this point now, I'll now get my Vaseline or my petroleum jelly, and then I'll rub on this. Can you see? I'll use it to rub. Can you see it now? Just use it to rub so that it'll be easy for us to pull out. Then I'll come to this side because we are also going to work on this side while molding. So I'll come this way and I'll also apply my Vaseline. Can you see it now? Then this is it. So at this point now, I will now take my mat. So after applying my Vaseline, I'll take my mat. This is my mat. So can just look at the way I want to place this mat. You can use just one like this, but I want mine to be doubled. The same thing is applied to your cinnamon. If you want to mold with cinnamon, I want mine to be doubled. Can you see it? I just want mine to be double. Can you see the way I'm placing this now? Then I will now come back to the other one and I'll place it like this. It's not going to be straight. Can you see the way I'm placing it now? Please watch very well because I want to try as much as possible to block this. So can you see it now? Can you see the way I'm placing it? It's not straight. So at this point now, I'll take my water and I want to spray this a bit so that it will be this mat will be kind of soft for me to work with. All right, you are welcome back. So I will use my water just to spray on this. I'll spray so that it will be easy for me to mold. I want this mat to be kind of soft. Some persons, they will just dip the mat or the cinnamon inside water and then bring it out so that it will be soft, but I prefer to spray mine. Can you see? I will just spray. So I think I'm okay now. I'm okay with it now. So at this point now, this is how I'm going to mold mine. Can you see it now? Can you see the way I'm folding it? So I will come to this way because I'll be taking this. Can you see? I will use my thumb tag. My thumb tack. Can you see it now? I will pin it down here. Can use hammer too on this. So I'll pin it down and I'll come this way. I'll pin it down too. Can you see? I'll just pin it down. So I'll also come this way and I'll pin it down also. Can you see the way I jumped here and come to this way? Because this is I just want, I believe this is the best way to achieve it. You do it north, south, east and west. Can you see it now? So I'll press it down. Don't allow yours to come this way that much. So can you see it now? So I'll drag this part. Can you see? So I'll also come to this part. I'm feeling this is kind of strong, so I'll just spray a bit so to be easy for me to work with. Also, I just sprayed with water, so I want it to be soft than the way it was before. So can you see it now? I'll just pin this place down. And I'll pin it down. Can you see it now? Okay, so I've taken north, south, east and west. So at this point now, I'll come gently, this other part, this side, I'll come gently and I'll pull them and I'll be pinning them, pin them down to the other side. Can you see the way I'm doing it? It's very easy. If yours is too strong, if you know you cannot use your hand to push it, just look for a hammer to nail it down. So this is what I will continue doing until I'm sure this is very, very strong. So can you see now? I will continue to use my thumb pins to hold it down. While I'm doing that, I'll be dragging it to the end. So this is it now. I'm done tacking it down, as you can see. So I'll turn to the other side now. Can you see? This is the front side. Can you see how it looks now? I tried to use two because I want to block it. Can you see? You not see hole inside. So at this point now, I'll take my stiffener and my small plate or rubber plate. Then I'll pour my stiffener inside. I have to check this first. I'll pour my stiffener inside. I don't want to mix mine with water. This is how I bought mine. It's kind of light. This is the first time buying something like this, so I don't want to mix it. But if yours is thicker, you may want to mix yours, but don't mix it too much. Just allow it to be starchy a bit. So at this point now, I'm going to use, can you see now? I will just use my pencil brush. Can you see the way I'm applying it? I will apply it properly to all the sides. So just apply it the way I'm applying mine. Don't economize your stiffener too much, because stiffener is what will make your work to be strong and last too long. So I'll also come to the back. Can you see now? Because I will be needing some of this part and I'll apply my stiffener all around. Can you see now? So I finished applying my stiffener now. Can you see it now? So you don't have to be afraid if this stiffener will change the color. Once it's dried, you will not see all this whitish color. It will just be black, red, or the color of the mat you use. So I'm going to place this on the sun now and leave it for about a minimum of 6 hours to 12 hours and leave it to dry.